if you're looking for a difference maker, I think it's that shooting percentage. 6 of 23 in the opening half, 26%. That three-pointer at the very end really, hopefully, will kind of turn things in favor of Case, as Chicago will turn the basketball over with a foul away from the ball. Foul's on Claire Devaney. That is her first.
Ron, remember we talked about it earlier, the pace of the game. Sometimes when you have this many turnovers, you try to do too much. Spartans have to micromanage this game and take it one possession at a time to try to chip into this Chicago lead.
Every time Case goes on the baseline, Chicago has 3 defenders on them. And actually it's 4 because that baseline's a 4th defender. This is Eppard, ball above her head. Now it's Jessica McCoy. Strong move, ran into a double team. 10 seconds to shoot. Eppard off the glass, and it's good. One basket at a time and one stop at a time, Eddie. Six seconds to shoot. Ball's tipped, fresh 30 on the clock. Another miss, Anderson with yet another offensive rebound. She's going to get it back again, and then she drew the foul. The offensive rebounds in the first half for Chicago were 9. They had 22 overall.
And I think on this possession, they were looking for the 3, Ron, because early on they swung it courtside to courtside, but then the situation dictated that they get something inside. That's another thing about the Maroons that they do so well. They adapt to the situation at hand, and they really use it as a thorn in the Spartan side.
So the foul was on Laura Mummy. That's her second. And Anderson makes 1 of 2 to open the second half. This is Morgan the other way. Morgan Donovan with the basketball, working against Brooke Orcutt. Shot off the glass, and it's good. Donovan had 1 bucket in the opening half, and she's got 1 to start the second.
There's been a 3-point shooting team for most of the year, the Maroons have been, but they only shot 3 out of 12 from that range, but of their 29 first half points, 18 of them came in the paint.
Mummy with the miss, Anderson with the rebound. Chicago made 124 threes in their first 18 games. Dribble drive by Nordstrom. If you can score inside, you don't need to shoot that one outside, do you, Eddie? Mummy inside to a double team. They fronted her and doubled down, and Anderson's going to draw the foul. Anderson came in from behind, and she'll be called for her second foul.
Well, I mean, Ron, everybody does have their bread and butter, and with the Maroons, it's been the 3-point shot, but you do have to be able to do a little bit of everything in order to win games in the UAA. They're just a lot more balanced than we originally thought they were.
Foul away from the ball. Barrett Eppard was setting a screen. They're going to call the foul on Eppard. That will be Barrett's 3rd foul. Here's Coach Jen Reimer. Hands folded. Eppard's going to take a seat. Hageman's going to check in for her. Nye with the basketball, traveled with it. Good help defense that time by Hageman. Germer with the initial defense. Hageman slid over and caused that turnover.
A rarity for Nye. She's had a really solid first half. Doesn't really pack much of size, but she's a quality player for the Maroons.
Hageman looking for some help. This is Beatty inside. Rachel on that left block, goes to the right block, kicks it out, Orcutt. Short shot, rolled around the rim, won't go. Here comes Chicago the other way. Nordstrom ball above her head, ball fake with Mummy. Chicago's up 14. They were up 11 at halftime. It has been Maroons from start to this very moment. Steal by Hageman. Hageman against Nordstrom. Hageman was fouled. Both of them go hard into the basketball stanchion. Everybody's okay, and Hageman's going to go to the line. She'll shoot 2.
Well, Ron, as you had mentioned earlier in the game, Spartans have not had a very solid night from the free throw line, and until they establish something, Chicago is going to continue to foul hard. Not going to give away anything easy, especially on the break. But the good news is they've made their last 3, so maybe this is the Spartans starting to heat up from the charity stripe now.
Well, that's one way to get back in the game. Stop the clock and score while the clock is not moving.
And the other thing too, Ron, not many people think about this when you shoot a lot of free throws, but it gives your players a breather. It's a quick breather, but any breather nonetheless against a suffocating Chicago D can be a bonus.
This is Nye. She had 2 threes in the opening half. Missed that one. Long rebound. Germer gets it. Germer, 2-on-3 break. This is Orcutt with a ball fake. Left baseline into a double team. Hageman thinks about a 3. Now she drives. Nice feed to Mummy off the glass. Missed it, but Laura will shoot 2.
Well, you can see the sense of urgency that the Spartan women are coming out with early on here in the second half. And they still have a deficit of 13 because they gave up a couple easy ones early, but they are scratching and clawing their way, trying to get into this deficit.
Mummy, 2 of 5 from the foul line in the opening half. Makes both here in the early moments of the second half. Nye and Ballard. Ballard with trouble or cut all over. 12 to shoot. This is Nye with it. Now it's Morgan Donovan. 8 seconds to shoot. Mummy with the rebound. Case can draw within 9. This is Beatty with a feed from Mummy. Rachel's in trouble. Kicks it out. Shot off the glass and good by the freshman, Kara Hageman.
Hageman flexing her wings right there, getting a tough one inside. That's the kind of physicality that the Spartans need. They need more easy ones, more easy looks, and points in the paint.
Long 3, Donovan hit it. That hurt.
Yeah, Donovan's a 42% three-point shooter. You give her anything at the top, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna nail it.
Germer finds Beatty. Rachel spots up a 3. Ballard with the rebound. Case on the season, 30% from the three-point line. Donovan with a wild one, Hageman with the rebound. This is Beatty, draws the defense. That's Orcutt. Makes it. Brooke Orcutt. Orcutt with 4, 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Lead is at 10 for Chicago. Ballard to a wide open, cutting Claire Devaney. Devaney's got 7.
Well, that time, little too much help for the Spartan women. You try not to help too much in a case like that.
Beatty calls for it, shoots it, and makes it. Rachel Beatty with a much-needed 3. Case bench chanting defense. This is Donovan off to Nye. Nye gonna dribble it in, throw one off the side of the backboard, and Germer came up with the loose ball. Here comes Brooke Orcutt. She crosses half court. Orcutt now in front of her teammates. This is Mummy with Ballard on her. Mummy top of the key to Beatty. Beatty comes to the ball. Case wanted a foul on Nye, didn't get it. Shot was blocked, ball's loose. Hageman comes up with it. Off to Orcutt from 14 feet. Good. Brooke Orcutt is 2 for 2 on the last 2 possessions for Case. And the Spartans are as close as they've been since the opening moments. They're down 7. Chicago wants a timeout. We've got plenty of time left. 13-15 to go. Come on back.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Nice little 14-10 run by the Spartan women to start off the second half. They are now within 7. Well, the Chicago Maroons still on top here in a loud Horaceburg Gymnasium.
The Shaw High School pep band brings us out of that timeout, as only the Shaw High School pep band can do. They are here for the night. Doubleheader tonight. This is game 1. The men will follow. A lot of time left in this one, though. This is Nye. She'll inbound it, looking for Anderson. Still looking. And they'll get the basketball into Allie Shaw, and she hands it back to Anderson. 16 seconds to shoot. This is Anderson with the left-hand dribble. Now Shaw left wing. Shaw double teamed. Ball on the floor. It's a jump ball. Case's basketball.
This is encouraging to see, Ron. I think the Spartans are tearing a page out of Chicago's book with that swarm defense and the double team. It's causing the Maroons a lot of problems. They do have 10 early points in the half, but on the last 4, 5, 6 possessions, been a different story.
Eddie, you're exactly right. This is Reynolds with the basketball. Beatty, she hit a 3 a moment ago. They need another one. This one was missed. Missed it right, and Anderson comes up with a rebound. Rachel just didn't get her feet set on that one. Actually, I think she could have been called for traveling. Her feet were shuffling so much. This is Ballard with the basketball on that baseline. Reynolds with good defense. Reynolds forgot about her for a second. Stopped the initial baseline drive and then relaxed. And give Ballard credit. She went right back to it.
Yeah, there was about a 1-second window for the Maroons to get off a clean hooker right there, and they capitalized right there.
This is Hannah Ballard. She's from Fenwick High School in Oak Park, Illinois, and that completes a 3-point play. So the lead's back to 10. It is neon night here tonight at Horaceburg Gymnasium. If you've just joined us and noticed the neon socks from Chicago and the neon shoelaces from Case and the neon tops by both of the coaching staffs, that's the reason for it. This is Morgan Donovan controlling it for Chicago with Germer on her. Chicago got their stop. Case is going to need to get theirs right now. Beatty with the defense. Shot wild off the glass, and down with the rebound is Hageman. Hageman and Beatty in the backcourt. Now in the front court, it's Jess McCoy, and a whistle away from the ball. They're going to call a foul on Aaron Reynolds. Foul is on Reynolds away from the basketball. That is her second. Coach Reimer off the bench. She's going to bring Barrett Eppard back into the game. Hageman with good defense on Nordstrom. Case is going to need to make a stop here. This is Nordstrom. Thinks about a 3, walked with the basketball. That hesitation cost her. Barrett Eppard off the bench, checking in for Hageman. Brooke Orcutt will also check in for Rachel Beatty. Good bench time that time from Kara Hageman and Rachel Beatty for Case.
And that really helped the Spartans spread the floor a little bit with Beatty on the perimeter and Hageman, a little bit of a post presence right there. They're going to have to make up for it, though.
Case isn't going away. They've had plenty of opportunities to pack it in. Whistle on that pass. Foul's on Morgan Donovan, her second. Case will have it out right in front of their own bench. Germer will inbound it to Eppard. Eppard with Ballard on her. Now it's Orcutt along that left baseline. She's going to bring it out top. 22 seconds to shoot. McCoy finds Reynolds. Wide open 8-footer. Made it. Erin Reynolds with her first basket of the night. Nordstrom to Ballard. Shot was blocked by Eppard. Ball was kicked back in. Nordstrom controls. 3 in the air for Chicago. In and out. Eppard with the rebound. Here comes Jess McCoy the other way. Now it's Brooke Orcutt. Orcutt with good hesitation. Reynolds open again. This one's long, and a whistle inside. Foul's going to go against Ballard, I think. Now they're going to call Nordstrom with the foul.
Well, that defense that we saw the Maroons play with in the first half, Ron, I think it took a lot out of them physically. Yeah, and then they do look a little fatigued at this point. This is right here, right now. This is where the Spartans can really get back into this one with a deficit of 8.
That was Nordstrom's 4th foul. This is Orcutt. Orcutt working inside. Shot off the glass, rebound by Ballard. Nye with the basketball for Chicago. Boy, a missed opportunity there, Eddie. Donovan with a drive, draws the defense. Good swing. This is Anderson. Ten to shoot. Left-handed glass shot rolls. Dropped in by Caitlin Moore. Case cannot get within 8. Orcutt loses it. Anderson the other way. Germer trying to stop. Germer goes in. Anderson missed it. Donovan with the rebound, but she got fouled. Well, the worst thing that can happen for Stephanie Anderson is she gets a wide open layup. She's missed 2 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Really good transition defense there by Germer, but Spartans couldn't quite get the follow up there.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. Spartans are down 10.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
Back here at the Horsburgh Gymnasium, University Circle, Neon Night. Here, the home of the Case Western Reserve Spartan women. What a difference in shooting for the Spartan women as we get a good look at the Chicago bench. They're coming out of a timeout trying to regroup defensively. The first half, the Spartans shot 26% from the field on 6 of 23. That shooting percentage has gone up to 46% on 6 of 13 in just over 10 minutes in the second frame.
There's a look at some of the neon in the crowd tonight. Men's game will follow 20 minutes after the women's game. We're anticipating a big crowd for the men's game. Both Case and Chicago are tied for first place in University Athletic Association play. Donovan's going to get 2. She is an 82% free throw shooter. She has 7 points. The lead's back to 12 for Chicago. Case had cut it to 7 at 39-32 with 13:15 left. And over the last 4 minutes, Chicago has increased that lead. Eppard misses the shot. Ballard with the rebound. Chicago 6-1 on the season, tied for first place, a 3-way tie. This is Nye off the drive, gets the roll.
Well, Chicago wanted to spread everybody out. You would see just how much depth they had between the players offensively, and it worked.
Going to get a foul against Jess McCoy. Nye stepped into the passing lane, tipped the ball, and when she tried to retrieve it, Jess just hooked her and drew the foul. I think McCoy looked at it like, I'll take the foul instead of giving up a fast break layup, because that's where Nye was headed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a smart foul. It was a hard foul, but it was a smart foul. That's the play that needed to be made right there by McCoy. Well done.
Inside 9 minutes to play. Case is down 14. They have spent the entire night trying to catch up with Chicago. Nye with the basketball. Jess McCoy on her. Long three is missed, and McCoy comes down with a rebound. McCoy stared down Germer, and paying attention to the eyes was Morgan Donovan. She saw that pass coming, almost stole it. Knocked it out of bounds. That's Jen Reimer, the head coach at Case. Germer inbounds it to McCoy. Nye fouled her. I got to give Elizabeth Nye, all 5'6" of her, a lot of credit. She plays with everything she's got and more.
She's just a hard-nosed athlete, player that really takes pride on the defensive end. And that effort in practice daily is contagious, Ron, and really the entire Maroon team kind of takes after her presence.
McCoy in the 1-and-1, as that was the 7th team foul with 8:29 left to play in the game for Chicago. McCoy, a great free throw shooter, 93%. Tops on the team. This is Nye. Here comes that double team trap. Germer is really working hard. She runs the floor. That's Anderson. Splits it. Nye spots up a three. Missed it long. Here comes Germer with the hustle rebound. Lets it go out of bounds. And Case will keep it. Nye almost hustled in there and got it.
That's really something, Ron, when you think about it, because Nye comes from the opposite end of the floor. She shoots an open three, and from the couple shots that she's missed, she's drawn iron each time. She comes all the way over to the other end and almost gets her own rebound. That's a lot of hustle and heart right there.
McCoy lost the basketball. She lost it to guess who? Elizabeth Nye. That's her, number 22. Freshman out of Chicago. Work it inside to Ballard. Good perimeter ball movement. Found Ballard inside for an easy two. Got to give the Maroons credit. They have answered every run, every attempt to get back in this game that Case has made. Germer with a runner, missed it short, and Anderson grabs the rebound. Foul underneath on Case. Fouls on Brooke Orcutt. That is her second. Jess McCoy is going to take a seat. Rachel Beatty has checked in. McCoy is out with 9 points. Beatty off the bench with 3. 7th team foul for Case. Elizabeth Nye will get the one in bonus.
And here's another way to describe her, Ron. Fundamentally sound, too. Defensively and offensively, it gives you everything that she wants, everything that you want as a coach. Great player all around.
She has 10. She'll take a seat. Lead has grown to 16. Just over 7 minutes left. That's Orcutt. Shot blocked by Anderson. Brooke Orcutt trying to pick the pocket of Anderson. They're going to call Brooke for a foul. Brooks third. While Anderson goes to the foul line on a Brooke Orcutt foul, we want to take just a quick moment here to say hello to Brooks' grandpa and grandma, Al and Connie Sebald in Morrison, Colorado, where Brooks from. Want to let you know that your son and daughter arrived safely here in Cleveland, snowy and cold Cleveland. I understand that Al and Connie watch us all the time, Eddie, so hello to Al and Connie, and thanks for watching. Your granddaughter's a senior, and she's had a great career here at Case. Hopefully she can catch fire in these last 6 minutes. The lead is back to 18. This is Beatty. Beatty's shot was blocked. Ball's out of bounds off Chicago. Case will get it back.
It's a fearless play from Beatty. A lot of maroon jerseys right in there.
Fresh 30 for the Spartans. This is Orcutt out top with Anderson on her. Now it's Rachel Beatty in front of her teammates. Beatty with a screen from Orcutt. Germer lost it out of bounds. Coach Reimer wants a push. Amanda Germer wants a push on Morgan Donovan. Officials did not see it that way. It's a turnover for Case. Eddie, you watched the Chicago team warm up, and they're wearing their neon orange t-shirts, and they just look like a collection of nice young ladies. Then the whistle blows, and they turn into piranhas. This defense has actually been fun to watch. They have been relentless from opening tip. You talked maybe about 5-10 minutes ago that maybe they were wearing down a little bit. Maybe they were just taking a second wind, and now they're back at it again.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, with the way that they operate, that is tough to do for 40 minutes a night, and inevitably there's going to be a lull or two, just from a physical standpoint. You might feel a little tight and overwhelmed, but whatever switch they flip to try to turn that on, well, it's back on again, and the Spartans have to try to draw something up.
Brooke Orcutt will get a second free throw. She's got 7. Brooke on the season, the senior, averaging 11 points, leading the team with 11 points per game, leading the team with 7 rebounds per game. Her and Barrett Eppert both average 7. And just for fun, Brooke Orcutt also 2 assists per game. She's got 8. They'll need more. 54-38. Chicago inside 6 minutes to play. Set trap, Orcutt and Germer. Chicago wants a timeout. Carissa Sane-Konecki, the head coach of Chicago with the peach scarf, drawing up a play. We're in timeout. We'll be back.
Experience style and sophistication at the revitalized Cleveland Marriott downtown at Key Center. An ideal location for meetings and gatherings of any size, Cleveland Marriott offers stunning views of Lake Erie and the breathtaking city skyline. Newly renovated, this 25-story Cleveland hotel boasts 400 guest rooms with sleek furnishings, an indoor pool, and fitness center. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
Very lively Horsburgh Gymnasium here in University Circle. Spartan women have some work to do, though, trailing Chicago 54-38. Came within as many as 7 in the second half, but deficit now is at 16.
Fouls on the floor. Fouls against Case. It's against Amanda Germer. And in the 1-and-1 will be Nye. Here comes Hageman the other way. This is Germer now. Case is down 14. Nye reaching in, draws the foul. Germer is going to go to the foul line. Nye's third.
I don't really think she wanted a foul there, Ron, because she had Germer way up high over near the scorer's table. But it's been a while since the Spartans have been to the charity stripe. Hopefully they can get it going here again.
First point of the night for Amanda Germer. 5'5" senior point guard out of Malvern, Pennsylvania. Now, Amanda's not counted on to score on this team. She averages only 4 per night. Hands out the assists. Team leader in assists. This is Donovan. Griner. Nordstrom with the drive, left-handed shot, left rim, right rim, and drops. Britt Nordstrom's got 8. Leads at 17. Inside, it's Orcutt. Double team, looking for help. Gonna force one up. Shot goes out of bounds. It's blocked. Brooke looked for a foul, didn't get it. Case will keep it. They'll have 17 to shoot. Barrett Eppard checks in for the Spartans, and Laura Mummy will take a seat.
Well, you would think, Ron, with 4 hands up in the air, you'd probably, hopefully, luckily be able to get one. But again, that's a credit to Chicago's defense. I mean, they play tough and they play tenacious.
Barrett Eppard misses it short. Nordstrom with the rebound, hands it off to Donovan. Here comes Chicago. 4:38 left to play. The closest Case has gotten, short of very early moments in this game, has been 7 points. They drew within 7 at 39-32 as the lead now goes to 19. It was 39-32 with 13:15 left in the second half. Hageman missed it and couldn't get the rebound. So since that time, it's almost been a 20-7 run. Up and down, and no one to pass to. Claire Devaney had 2 choices, throw it out of bounds or take a traveling call. Either way, it's a turnover.
And they've had their fair share of turnovers too, Ron. The Maroons have 21, but 24 for the Spartans, and just more capitalization of those turnovers for the Maroons.
Orcutt missed it short. Here comes Chicago the other way. Case is running out of shots right now as we're at 3:30 left in this game. They're down 19. This is definitely a not normal situation for this Case women's team. They have played tough all season long. They're 1-6 in conference play, but they have really played very good basketball. 4 of those losses have been by 3 or fewer points. Brooke Orcutt's going to take a seat. She has worked very hard. Brooke looks very tired. Rachel Beatty's going to take a seat. Abby Smith has checked into the game. And with a steal reaching in is Barrett Eppard. Eppard almost grabbed it and ran the other way with it. They're going to call her for a foul. Looked like all ball. Officials saw it differently. Eppard's 4th foul. Alex Roth off the bench for Case. She will check in for Hageman. Alex Roth, a 5'10" sophomore guard out of St. Louis, Missouri. Claire Devaney with her 8th point, and the lead is now at 20. Case inside misses. Spartans are on their way to dropping to 1-7 in conference play as Barrett Eppard knocks it out of bounds. Also off the bench and checking in is Morgan Ziak out of Amherst High School in Lorain County. Morgan wears number 5. Three missed by Chicago. Donovan got a piece of it. Keeps it alive. Ball's loose. And we've got a Case possession arrow. Good hustle on the floor that time by Alex Roth for Case. Tying that basketball up. Off the bench for Chicago, and now checking in for the Maroons is Katie Anderson, a freshman guard out of Natick, Mass. Natick High School. This is Germer with Donovan on her. The two starting point guards are still in the game for both teams. Good ball movement. That's Aaron Reynolds with a soft 10-footer. Reynolds is 4, all in the second half.
You saw the spacing there and the closeout from Chicago. I mean, early on in the game, they were able to close out and contest some shots, and that's what they do so well defensively.
Foul's going to go against Chicago. It will be on Claire Devaney. That is her 3rd. Heading to the free throw line for Case will be Alex Roth. That is actually Devaney's 4th foul. Roth misses the first free throw. Double bonus situation for both teams right now. Coach Jen Reimer got a young team this year, trying to find their way, really trying to find some offensive continuity, I think, more than anything. It did not happen tonight. And you have to give 100% credit, I think, Eddy, to the defense of Chicago. It has been outstanding. It's really been something to watch. Left-handed hook shot by Devaney. She's got 10, 5 in the first, 5 in the second.
And Ron, I think this is why a lot of the coaches think that Chicago's the cream of the crop in the UAA. Primarily, they're known for scoring at 71.5 a game, but I mean, they gave a total defensive effort here tonight and really added to their repertoire going forward to try to make a strong push for some UAA postseason contention.
Fouls on Ellie Griner, that's her 3rd. And back at the free throw line is Alex Roth. She has 2 of her last 3. Yeah, it'll be fun to watch if you're a Maroon fan, if you're from the University of Chicago, watching down this stretch run with WashU and NYU. All 3 teams came into tonight's Friday night battles, all tied atop of the UAA with 6-1 records. We'll see WashU on Sunday, Eddy.
Not going to get any easier for the Spartans, that's for sure.
Fouls on Morgan Ziak, that is her 1st. That is Ellie Griner with her 5th point. Aaron Reynolds with the basketball and a holding call. Fouls on Mary Grace Bilby. Bilby, a freshman forward out of Austin, Texas, Anderson High School. Reynolds will get another. Now off the bench for Chicago is Sarah McNeely, also a freshman out of New Jersey, West Windsor, Plainsboro North High School in New Jersey. Not a good night for the Spartans. It just was not their night. This is a substitution timeout. They're just trying to get a player in here in the last 54 seconds. So there will be no actual timeout. They're just going to sub in Mary McLeod, a senior for Chicago. She inbounded the basketball. McLeod wears 34. She's got the basketball in her hands right now. 48 seconds left to play. This one has been all Chicago, an impressive display of defense by the Maroons from start to finish. Shot was missed, ball's tipped around, and standing out of bounds as she tipped it was Katie Anderson, so Case is going to get it. They'll have 37 seconds left.
And they had impressive offensive spurts too, Ron. I mean, they didn't shoot a very good 3-ball tonight, which is what they lead the UAA in with 124 on the season, but they've added to their repertoire. Offensively, they're able to do all that they needed for a winning effort.
11 seconds to shoot. Germer misses the long 3. Chicago's going to get it back. Inside 10 seconds. Maroons will just dribble it out. They're up 19, and this basketball game is over. 63-44 your final.